Aladdin was directed by Ritchie and it stars Mena, Massoud, Naomi Scott, and Will Smith as the genie. And this, of course, is the live-action redo of the original animated classic that is beloved by so many, including myself. And in the film, we follow a gold-hearted street rat who dreams of a better life, and coming across the princess of Agrabah, he sees a shot at this life that he so covets. But at the same time, the Grand Vizier to the Sultan is also looking to become number one. And both see an opportunity to better their lives in the same object, a magic lamp that is located inside the Cave of Wonders. Now, I usually never do this in my reviews, and especially not my reviews for remakes or live-action remakes of animated classics, but I will do it in this one, exceptionally. Let's address Will Smith's CGI as a genie. It will not look right. Now, the effect itself, the technicality of it, looks great. It's the face, the proportions just are never right. When he's in genie form, it will not work. For 1 single second in the film, the body, the smoke, where his legs should be, him flying, everything about that looks great. It's just the face that never feels like it's actually there. Surprisingly enough, this film is good. I'm not saying this film is amazing, and it's far from perfect, and again, we'll go into the negatives, but let's address our characters. They are all great, and I'll start with Aladdin because there's not really much to say about him. Actually, he's the one character, I think, that stays pretty much the same as you know him to be. And Mena Massoud, an actor I personally don't know from anywhere, he was fantastic in this. I mean, really charismatic, heartwarming, inviting, he had this energy that was welcoming, just made you like him, an energy that Aladdin should have. And watching this film, I really understood why they chose him. Even in the songs, there's such an energy to him. You can tell just by looking in his eyes, looking at the way he's breathing in and breathing out, what he's feeling even before he says any words in the songs or in the dialogue. And with Jafar, I forget the name of the actor and I apologize for that. I was really fearing for this character, but they do really something interesting with him that I was not expecting. It's the subtlety of this addition to his character and who he is and who he was before he became this Grand Vizier who now covets power and only power. Just the little twitches that they do to the character of Jafar make him very interesting. And he doesn't sound menacing and he doesn't look evil, but he's this guy who's holding this grudge inside. And he's sophisticated and he has to make appearances. He has to seem normal and seem cordial and seem royal in front of other people. But inside, there's just this evil lurking within. And I think the guy did a great job. And Will Smith as a genie, he's great. He's fantastic. He will not be Robin Williams. He's not trying to copy Robin Williams, apart from the dialogue that stays the same, but who can avoid that? But he really did a great job, and he had a lot of chemistry with Mena Massoud, and their friendship, the friendship that blossoms between these two, really felt genuine. And that was what you want in the story. The friendship there, what these two go through together, really has to feel genuine. And my God, he's funny. I'll get to the funny just in a little bit, but my favorite character in this film is Princess Jasmine. Naomi Scott does a fucking brilliant job. I shouldn't swear in a Disney review, but I just did. Let's move on. She does a mesmerizing job. I loved her. And again, she has a few twitches to her character that are so great. Honestly, if I love Jasmine already from the animated classic, I love her even more what they do with her in this one. It's just brilliant. I loved this character and I love her song. I saw this song in the musical and I went to see it. This wasn't the original. It's probably one of my favorite songs just in Aladdin as a whole. I just love Jasmine. Relationship is important, of course, and they don't click right away. There's not exactly a chemistry, but there shouldn't be. It's purposefully done that they don't have chemistry right away, that they don't click right away. There's this layer of not trusting one another because they think they're lying, and you know what the story is without spoilers. Until a certain point, they don't really have chemistry, but it really works in benefit of the film. And my God, she can sing. First of all, her voice is beautiful, but she can sing. Naomi Scott has pipes on her. Jesus. Not only from A Whole New World song, which is a beautiful musical sequence, her solo, which she sings once and then she reprises at one point. Beautiful, beautiful voice. I was astounded. My jaw dropped. Not only is she a great actress, she looks that beautiful and she can sing that well. I surrender to this woman. Now let's get to the film as a whole. Lavish, vibrant, colorful, fantastical musical numbers that are amazing. I just reviewed Rocketman. The music numbers in here are just as good. Just the amount of people that they had, not only as people in Agrabah, but people from the court of Prince Ali. It's just incredible. The costumes, the set design is just beautiful. I would love to just walk around this set. And this movie, let's go back to it, is funny. This film is probably the funniest out of the Disney live-action remakes. And by far, I don't remember being bored in this film, but more importantly, I don't remember going a long time without actually laughing from happiness, from joy, from a joke that someone said that really worked, be it a visual gag or a pun that someone said. Look out for the joke about gems. It's just great. And now, yes, let's go to the negatives. For the most part, really good visual effects apart from the face, and Raja, the tiger, doesn't always look right. The film at the beginning feels really, really rushed. The first act as a whole, it feels like they're just getting through it so they can get to the interesting part, which I'm not gonna lie, the second act is the interesting part, but you need to set your characters up. Like, the first scene in this film is already Aladdin seeing Jasmine and their meeting, and there we go. For instance, Aladdin saves Jasmine in the market and he takes her to his house, but it's still bright early day, whereas in the classic animated one, he picks her up like in the morning or midday, and when they get to his house, it's already sunset, so you understand that they spend most of the day together. In this film, it kind of felt like 5 minutes ago they met, and now he's taking her to his house. Also, the first chase sequence in this film, they use fast motion, and it's very clear. It's post-production fast motion, and it just never really works. And the action sequences as a whole suffer quite a bit from Guy Ritchie style of editing, cutting and going close and going far and going close and going far, and it just takes you out in those moments where you should feel exhilarated and in the moment. Also, much like the first act, there's a point in the third act where they just want to get things done with. I won't say exactly the third act as a whole, but one point specific forward, they just want to get it done with. It just accelerated the feelings that you could have, what you could take out of the film. Felt like they were thinking, not because they were thinking, but because the script demanded. And it just doesn't really work. Overall, I was surprised at how much of a good time this film as a whole, just how truthful, genuine, and welcoming it felt to see these characters, to see this city, to see this fantastical adventure, this friendship and this love blossoming between characters. I won't exactly say this film is a diamond in the rough, but there is a lot of diamond in it, but there's also a lot of rough in places that are actually pretty essential. I love revisiting this classic, and I welcome this new version. I'm giving Aladdin a B-. Guys, what did you think of Aladdin, the new version? What do you think of the classic animated one from 1992? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Still need to give you my reviews for Flash, Arrow, Legends tomorrow, and on Friday I'll give you my reviews for The Secret Life of Pets 2. Thank you so much once again. You guys are the best. So until then, stay beautiful, stay geeky. And if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button, click the bell, so we can be geeky united.